Hey there, home learning heroes. Welcome back to Mr. Donald's channel. Today we have our final home reading book together. This is for Unit 16 and Week 4, Level 2. It's called Polly the Depollutionator. Now we're going to talk all about that. We're going to read it 2 times. The first time we'll read so we know all the words and what's happening, and then we'll read it a second time for fluency. So follow my red dot and you can read along with me. Polly the, now that's a really big word right there. Let's break it down. D-E, depollution. Pollution was a word we learned in the big book. Ator. Depollutionator. Wow, that's kind of a big word. When you put D in front of something, it means to make less, to take away, to remove. And pollution, we know, is all the rubbish that we see around. And so we depollution, which means to take away that pollution. And we can add an ator at the end to make it sound really great. Depollutionator. So this is the machine that takes away the pollution. Let's take a look at the title page. Polly the Depollutionator. Author, again, big A, Joan Stone, writes the words. Illustrator, big I. Who draws the picture? Molly Ng. Okay, there's Polly, and she looks like she's eating some cones. I don't know why. We can read at the bottom. Polly the Depollutionator picked up a cone. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. I remember from the big book when she makes those noises, she makes things smaller. Yep, there it is. All right, read at the bottom with me. Polly ran around in circles. Wow, out came a tiny cone. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. I remember that. So now she has a much smaller cone. What is she picking up this time? Bowls. Let's read. Polly picked up 2 big bowls. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. I bet you can guess what happened to the bowls. Boop, there they are. Polly ran around in circles. Wow, out came 2 tiny bowls. So she's making everything small. Uh-oh, that's not good. There's Mr. Lowe. And Polly thinks that Mr. Lowe is rubbish. And so Polly's going to go and get Mr. Lowe. Let's read. Polly picked up Mr. Lowe. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. I think this is a good time to make a prediction. Remember, a prediction is what you think might happen in the future. So what do you think will happen to Mr. Lowe? Yeah, I think you're right. Polly ran around in circles. She was very excited. And of course, is your prediction right? Boop, there he is. Tiny Mr. Lowe. All right, let's read this one. Oh no, out came a tiny Mr. Lowe. The children were worried. Look at their faces. They look worried. All right, that's the end of our story. What a fun one. Let's read. Not too many content words today. We can read them together. Picked, cone, clang, clunk, circles, wow, tiny, bowls, Mr. Lowe, excited, children, worried, Polly the Depollutionator. Well, all right. This is kind of a fun book because Mr. Lowe gets tiny, but we don't really know what happens after that. We're going to read it again, though. We're going to read it for fluency, so a little bit faster, a little bit better energy in our voices, ups and downs. You can read along with me, or you can try by yourself and turn off the volume. Here we go. Polly the Depollutionator. Polly the Depollutionator picked up a cone. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. Polly ran around in circles. Wow, out came a tiny cone. Polly picked up 2 big bowls. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. Polly ran around in circles. Wow, out came 2 tiny bowls. Polly picked up Mr. Lowe. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. Polly ran around in circles. She was very excited. Oh no! Out came a tiny Mr. Lowe. The children were worried. And that's it. What a fun story. Okay, the big word is orientation. The who, the when, and the where. So let's start with the who. Who is in our story? Polly, the children, and Mr. Lowe. When does it happen? Looks like it again during the day. Where does it happen? Probably at school. The events. What does Polly do? Clang and clunk. Polly likes to make things little. What is the problem? Well, Mr. Lowe is going to be made small by Polly. He's going to be made tiny, a tiny Mr. Lowe. How does the story end? The big word, resolution. How does it end? Well, it doesn't really solve the problem, does it? Mr. Lowe is still small and the children are worried. So there is no real ending to this story. Maybe you can help make up your own ending. How are the children going to help Mr. Lowe? What do you think? I bet you could come up with some pretty cool ideas. Maybe you can share them with your family, share them with your friends, and good job. All right, that's all of Unit 16. We are done. Good job. Come back and visit me again. We'll do 17 and 18 and more. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.